possible burst damage of Invictus Gods? That is the question.
Well, of course, we do have our match right now. Invictus Gods versus Digital Devils, no limit. And I think we have we have our minimap not bugged anymore.
Yes,
I always say that.
But here, as you can see, Vladimir trying to go out of the battle, but he tried to initiate that guy. But the thing is, it's not worth it anymore. 3 versus 3 situation. Akai getting that much of damage, but Cho right there. Ooh!
With the dash, gets out. He created a lot of space for teammates for sure. I mean, was taking a lot of damage this time, but of course, the commitment from Digital will not get anything. Meanwhile, the bottom, Fen will have to get out, flicker out of there. As Zelina will tank the damage, the brunt force.
Well, to be honest, DD No Limit picked Hayabusa. That is the best pick that they're gonna do if you want to counter that Cyclops and that Harley, because Hayabusa is the direct counter of any mages here in Mobile Legends.
Overall, yeah, correct. Hayabusa provides a lot of utility versus them. Of course, he can dodge so much projectiles and he can get in and out of the fight. While onto the top, get the damage from Vampire. Proving it out to be too much for Yanni, and yeah, we'll have to back down right now. And with Vladimir onto the Cho to provide the CC that he needed to dish out all of the damage in the lane.
Alright, so apparently, as you can see now, Hayabusa trying to farm up all his golds for him to rack up all those items that he needs. But the thing is, Turtle is now up. Who's gonna, are they gonna contest that? Are the Invictus Gods guys can just pull that through, or like DD No Limit now is at the turtle area, and as you can see, the Gushin trying to contest that, but where's the retribution that they're waiting for? But first blood coming out of Gushin right there, but Akai is right there as well. 4 versus situation. Akai getting that damage, but nice kill there. The Kagura just killing that turtle right now, but at least Gushin tried to steal that, but it's not that worth it. Harley kills one, trying to go with the second kill. Kagura trying to stay alive here, but the thing is, nice dash out by Kagura, but Cho trying to chase that Kagura, but the thing is, that Kagura is just too fast for him. That umbrella.
Yeah, I think it did have the help of the Angela as well to provide a little bit of shield there at the start of the match, but that was a very interesting matchup that kind of went even for both teams. Of course, Invictus Gods got the kill, 2-0, but it was DD No Limit to actually take the turtle. So as far as gold goes, DD No Limit will not go empty-handed, and overall, the effects of that specific skirmish is Invictus Gods gets 7.6k net worth, 7.4 only for DD No Limit, so there's not a lot of economic lead whatsoever. Vampire though is being singled out, he will get out, but here comes the guy with the ultimate, he also puts him back to the wall, and this will mean that so much damage will be dealt and he will be taken out, but from the backlines, there goes there's of Invictus Gods trying
what I'm saying. But anyways, you can see Ground trying to stay alive with this game, but the thing is, wow, meanwhile here in the bottom lane, Hayabusa, direct counter of Cyclops, they're just killing him flawlessly. 3-4 now in favor of DD No Limit. It's just the tides has been changed already from, it's like started from the bottom, now we're here. It's like, as you can see, 2,000 gold in favor of that, in favor of DD No Limit, plus the tower here in the top lane, DD No Limit, is like, the question is not answered already. They know how to counter the power of Invictus Gods. They know their weakness, but the thing is, we are just starting.
We're just starting. There's still a lot of potential for Invictus Gods to turn this game around, but we do have to take note that DD No Limit, they actually got a lot out of that specific skirmish. 3,000 right now after the takedown on the turret, as there will be a little bit of pressure here onto the bottom lane, provided by Invictus Gods, but onto the mid lane. And onto the position of the turtle, around the vicinity, I mean, of the turtle, will be a takedown. Lino will want to try to snatch this, will not be able to do so, and now he's been to the wall once again with that Kai ultimate, will have to flicker out. At least he's safe. But, you know, DD No Limit already got the job done. Turtle down for the count.
The thing is, look at the sustainability that DD No Limit is doing on their team. It's like really real and intense. It's just Invictus Gods can do anything about that. It's all up to Gushin on how can he farm up and stack up everything for him, for him to carry his team also. But as you can see now, Harley trying to kill that Hayabusa. Is it worth it going inside that tower? But yes, nice figure out by Harley trying to stay alive. That is a very like cheeky move there for Harley, just trying to be so aggressive. The thing is, don't overextend if you're up against a Hayabusa.
Oh, here comes Chico actually getting out, but just to talk about the Hayabusa. Yes, it is very hard, particularly for a very immobile hero. We'll have
I'll count.
to.
It's not 3. It's like 4 or 5. 4 to 5 weeks more before the playoffs. I'm actually
Alright.
excited about that. But meanwhile, back in the game right now, let's see what will happen if Invictus Gods can now destroy the power of the
Okay.
limit. But Showhead trying to be aggressive, going in on that show. But of course, look at that mobility by Show. He can go inside
Yeah.
of the battle as well. But
Ooh, sort of a walk shame from the jaw. And this, he did connect with the ultimate. Unfortunately, there wasn't any follow-up from DD No Limit, so that's just actually a cooldown wasted there. But DD No Limit, but they will try to apply the pressure here in the mid lane, wrapping around this, trying to look if Invictus Guts would actually commit or will just overstep. Unfortunately, that will not happen. And DD No Limit, they're kind of, sorta wasting their time into the mid lane, but the Lord is
Meanwhile-
has respawned. I mean,
meanwhile, as you can see, Hayabusa just trying to be a real ninja. Just going inside of the battle, but as you can see,
Vladimir, though.
4 versus situation. Show
Man.
is now dead, but here's a follow-up look at the damage giving by that Lord.
oh man.
Rock!
Hayabusa as well, so much damage. Vampire's very low. He will get out. Fortunately for him, DD No Limit will not even consider taking out the Lord this time. They don't feel like they are able to do so just yet because again, the respawn timer for the Cho is not that long, and there could be a potential for a full-blown 5v5 team fight around that, and that's not gonna be a good case for DD No Limit.
Yes, exactly. And as you can see, it's like it is the battle of Hayabusa or Gushan, and who's gonna be the best destroyer of the tower here in this game.
I have to all the thought as Vladimir is actually here knocking up one, but we'll have to tank up a little bit of damage here from DD No Limit. Here comes some Akai, I mean, but the kill already done, I believe now. Will not be enough as Vampire will get out, but the turret though will not be safe versus DD No Limit. Charging it forward is Joy actually flickering in. Will not find anyone as Skirito was already out
stun
one, a
there.
triple stun. Of course, but will there be a follow-up? There is going to be an ultimate. Vladimir being pushed back away from his team, but he will not be singled out as in the middle of the fray is everyone from DD No Limit. They just diving in forward. He will get out. What a true ninja right there.
Hayabusa is right there. Vladimir tried to sail off. Ake went in as well. 4 versus 4 situation. Escalated by Cyclops killing one. But how can DD No Limit end this? The thing is, Invictus Guns just waiting for them to stop the possible push of Invictus Gods. But meanwhile, the top lane, as you can see, Cyclops is right there as well. But Hayabusa dealing that much of damage onto that Harley there. But Cyclops again. The thing is, Hayabusa needs to catch that. Needs to catch that Cyclops, but the thing is, he can't even see him.
I can't even see him, but this time Hayabusa will get out. Once again, there's apply pressure because what he's doing right now is allow Invictus Guts to sort of commit onto the bottom lane. So she's doing always applying the pressure onto the wave so that it will be shoved out as much as possible. And that will open up some part of the map for DD No Limit as well, like they did earlier when they actually committed them onto the top, but on to the jungle we go. Just a little bit of poke harass into the middle of the map, I mean, as Invictus Gods are positioning themselves around the Lord. Will not find anyone just yet. So this means that the doors to the Lord, it's not yet open as of this moment.
The doors of the Lord is
Yeah.
not yet open.
It's not yet open.
You're not worthy.
No one is worthy yet.
No one is worthy to get the to
get their hands on the Lord, but
yes,
wow.
indeed. And now, in terms of towers, it's just Invictus Gods got
Getting the upper hand.
yeah, exactly.
goodness.
It's like
Oh.
Invictus got 0 to 5 towers in favor of DD No Limit. As you can see, Cho went in, just kicking the butt
Okay.
of that Akai. But Gurgis right there as well, just waiting for that wall. Where is the wall of
No,
that
not
wall
yet.
to prevent them from running 4 versus 1 situation?
Oh, Kirito.
It's into the middle.
Kirito to the backline, actually Cushion dealing so much damage. Here comes the wall. Actually, he's isolating Jana from Peace, and Jana is very low. He will be taken out. What a good team fight once again from Invictus Gods. Again, it's always about isolating DD No Limit, just like previous game. This time, with another juggler from Invictus
The
Gods.
thing is, for Invictus Gods, they can isolate because of that Grok and that Cho.
Yeah.
But the thing is, DD No Limit has that mobility because of that Akai of leaping out and leaping inside of the battle. Hayabusa with his skills also. And of course,
The Lord.
Kaguya also with all those mobility skills. But Invictus God has the answer already. They need to isolate all the all their opponents or just isolate one person for you to dish out that person also. But as you can see, DD No Limit without Hayabusa just doing the best that he can, which is split pushing.
Split pushing, and this actually meant that DD No Limit will have the upper hand this time. Because if we look at the scoreboard, the kills are in favor of Invictus Gods as well as the Lord. But here comes the ultimate from Daniel Vladimir. Already very low. Will try to dish out the damage. He'll be taken out as the show. Daniel will get out. He will actually get back to the fray and out once again. Zip in, zip out. And now the rest of Invictus Gods are quite in trouble. But Daniel will have to get out. There is the damage from the Gushon. The real carry from Invictus Gods is actually here already. Dishing out the damage, but try to punch the backlines. But DD No Limit already disengaged. So that is just going to be a 1-for-1 trade-off. And no one getting on top. But Invictus Gods still trailing in terms of gold at this moment.
That is a very good move there with Invictus Gods. Just calling the Lord in the top lane.
Yeah.
Then just trying to force the clash in the middle lane. Look at that. Look at that. That gap on that lane. Just they. Invictus Gods gave that Lord a room to push one tower.
Oh, I kind of get what you're trying to say. They allow because they were trying to defend the push from the Lord. They will be split around the map. They will be collapsed, I would say. And because of that, the dissection coming up from Invictus Gods will try to take down, but they were already taking out one turret and are getting out the Chico. Nice connection there from the stun. And just look at the damage there. Will be an ultimate activated, but Cyclops will actually burst him out. Joined with a toss. It will not be enough though to stop the assault from Invictus Gods, as Invictus Gods will be happy to take out one, transition into the mid lane, maybe get a push off or something, maybe get a pick off on the interim, but that will not be the case.
Look at the ability, but Hayabusa going like in a tier 2 plus tier 3, just like, he can literally go anywhere there. That is a stun. Couple of Cyclops just stunning that Hayabusa, but in terms now of net worth, yes, DD No Limit has that 3,000 gold deficit, but the thing is Invictus Gods doing it. They have now the answer to all the questions that they're asking, and for that bottom lane or like Miller the top lane, they need to split push because of that, because of Gushon can do that, but for in terms of burst damage also, they Harley and Cyclops needs Cho to kill one.
Also, I think if not to kill, at least to control more heroes,
like isolate,
more isolate, correct.
Isolate, yeah.
That's true. And also, you do have the Gushon on your side to provide the pickoffs, to provide the closeout, like the killing blow. Like this time onto the Hayabusa. I mean, as much as the Hayabusa is very mobile, it's very squishy, and against the burst potential coming out from Invictus Gods, if he mispositions himself, he will be in a very bad spot to be killed easily by the rest of Invictus Gods.
Well, apparently Invictus God needs only one stun in order for them to burst down one hero. They need the one stun only. Is it at Cho or Cyclops' stun? It's up to them. It's all up to the communication that they're gonna give. But Cho and Kagura is a very tight situation right there.
Kagura is down for the count. Akai activating his ultimate, but for no objective you can get out of it, not even a kill, as that is a very defensive ultimate committed by the Akai. This time though, Invictus Gods, they do have the man advantage, and they will push it. Will try to push it. Will try to push the mid lane with it. And the Lord will be resurrecting soon.
This is a very good comeback for Invictus Gods right now.
I agree. They have already evened up the gold.
It's like, hello, my friend. Aka is right there. Hardy is right there. What are you doing? But now it's just Angela from the backside together with Hayabusa can't even do a single thing. And now Lord is right there, trying to Hayabusa sees one, trying to kill that Gushon, but the damage is not enough. Johan finding someone to kill as well. But as you can see, they're all clumped up together, and DD No Limit are just all scattered. Here at the map.
Because of that kill, I mean, DD No Limit, they do have 5 members already, so they can defend the Lord, and that prompted Invictus Gods to actually back down this time. And I think that they kind of anticipated the Akai ultimate to be up once again because it was committed defensively in the previous skirmish, and maybe Invictus Gods, they don't want to fight through the Akai ultimate because the air of the Lord, the pit where the Lord is, it kind of is a closed space. It's not, I mean, it's not kind of, it's completely a closed space, and that will mean a good Akai ultimate could land.
Alright, so hold that as you can see the two tanks of DD Limit.
Oh man, that part.
Ultimate there by Akai. Harley, nice hat trick there, but as you can see, it's not yet over, my friends. G first, G situation. Look at the damage that DD Limit is giving to Invictus God. Might as well kills one. As you can see, Gushin killing that Kagura, so no burst now for DD No Limit. Gushin, no HP also, but Hayabusa there from the side. They might, DD No Limit can still win this though.
Wow, that is quite interesting there. It's gonna be an ultimate from Daniel, but will not get any kill. But here comes the Grok as well. From the middle of the fray, they will take out one. That is so much damage on the very squishy hero, and a lot of control as well. Invictus God snatches one kill, and even though the Kirito with the Gushon looked to be very low in terms of health, was able to get a kill off onto Kagura and just gets out scot-free.
Exactly, and now as you can see, Invictus Lodge is trying to contest with the Lord as well, but DD Limit, here's the Jawhead, here's Akai also. Can they steal that Lord? That is the question, but the thing is, nice stun there by just preventing that Akai to...
So much toss-ups.
Oh, wow.
But the Lord will be in favor of Invictus Gods. Yanyan very much in trouble as well as that Akai. Akai's already down for the count, as well as Peace, and Yanyan 3 down just like that. It was very promising for DD No Limit, but in the end, it was in the favor of Invictus Gods.
It is worth it for them, yes indeed. So they have 30 seconds to push out every towers, destroy every towers that they can, because they have the Lord, they have the man advantage also. Let's see if they're just gonna split push at the top or in the middle lane. That is the question. Also, Grok just destroyed that middle lane. This now. Let's see if they will go to a transition, if they're gonna go to the top lane. But that's fine. Gushin is right there as well. But that is the split push that Invictus God is waiting for. If they're gonna go to the top lane, to the middle lane, then the Lord, we're gonna go to the split push to the bottom lane. Let's see if that will work again.
This is a 3-pronged attack turret already out, so that is no more outer turrets there for the side of DD No Limit. Will try to collapse onto the top lane, try to chase out the Harley, but they are focusing 5 members to just kill off one. They will not be even able to chase or even touch the Harley this time. They just wants the very tanky Grok, the main initiator, main setup for Invictus Gods. That will not be the case. It's a very tanky hero. Here comes the Lord as well onto the bottom lane. They go. They want to teamfight at this moment. Here comes Shingo jumping it forward. Could be a good ultimate, but he's knocked up as well. He's being controlled. He will be able to let go of his ultimate this time. Now locking down Ven, but Ven will get out mega quick for the Cyclops after a lot of knockups from Invictus Gods, and it's not yet done. DD No Limit, they're actually defending. They're killing off everyone. Just 2 men remaining for Invictus Gods. Make them only one. As DD No Limit.
Kills after kills after kills, but it's okay as long as look at that middle lane. The middle lane is not destroyed, and now the bottom lane is now like 10% HP left in that. But the thing is, dude, 4-2 trade in favor of DD No Limit. Invictus is in a very tight situation right now. It's like Invictus Gods got the upper hand because they have 6,000 gold deficit. They have the 7 kills deficit also. But DD No Limit is just doing it because of that tower advantage that they're having on the bottom lane.
Yeah, this is the question though. Was it actually worth it for DD No Limit to lose their mid lane in exchange for 4-man takedown? I mean, for sure, it's a good catch-up for them. It's a good defense for them from the bottom lane, but them losing their mid lane, that is not the best idea for DD No Limit for sure.
That is the last defense that you have on that lane. So you need to, of course, you need to take care of that. But the thing is, at least they killed 4. They have that 4-man gold that they're having to rack up all those items that they need to win. But Invictus God still have the upper hand. But as you can see, 1 minute before the Lord pops out. This is the thing. If Invictus Gods got the Lord again, I think DD No Limit has no chance of winning right now. That is it's like the dilemma that DD No Limit is having right now.
quite a big dilemma as well, because they have to defend their mid, as it will naturally push against them, and they also have to take care of the Lord. They also have to contest, I mean, that particular area. And these are objectives that DD No Limit will have to think about. I agree with you. If they lose the upcoming Lord, they will have a very low chance of winning. But if they still give away some tower pushes as well, they will also lose the match. So DD No Limit, what will they give up? They can only have one or the other.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be the Lord that they will not be able to contest.
The thing for Cyclops also, because of his
Especially
ultimate,
if it's spawning at the top.
yeah, because of his ultimate, he needs to be very smart on who will be the person that Cyclops will just gonna burst down that ultimate. That is the dilemma also of Cyclops. He needs to think smart. But the thing is, DD No Limit has everything. They have the GPS of that Hayabusa. They have the support of that Angela. But here you go. This is their contest. DD No Limit is contesting the Lord.
No. But they have isolated Chico at this moment. Kirito knows, and Kirito can dish out the damage. Lina will actually try to box them out of that position. Unfortunately, there will no fight to break out here onto the top. As there's a DD No Limit, they will have to back down, try to defend all of their lanes, because again, Invictus Gods can even snatch one or two turrets away from them. And again, with the Jawhead, we'll have to get out. Yeah, the Lord is still alive.
The Lord is still alive at the moment, and yes, DD No Limit needs to take care of their top and bottom lane, because the thing is, one slight mistake and one tower will go down for sure, and Invictus God will have more room for them to win this, or just to split push some lanes.
They will, I mean, that is a big problem for DD No Limit. As far as mid pushing goes, Invictus Gods are doing a great job of it.
Harley just trying to box out all those DD No Limit, but the thing is, the damage is not enough. Let's see.
Look at the show with the 2-man knockup, and here comes the rest of Invictus Gods. Will they even try to go on this one? I mean, DD No Limit, they're actually out of there. Staying. Here comes Ganyan. He wants to go for the stun. He wants to go for Ven, tossing him up. Very near though, but here comes Vladimir. Vampire very low. Chico will try to isolate him out, but there is just stuns, no damage. Cyclops will take out the Jawhead this time. No exchange of kills right there. Only one for Invictus Gods. Jana will have to get out of the frame, but he's being chased down. The Cho went in forward. He does have the control, but does he have the damage? That's a very big question. He's able to knock him out. Chico is actually left by the rest of his team. The Akai will be down for the count after his resurrection. Nice stun as well to actually anticipate the respawn from the Akai.
This is dangerous for DD No Limit. They lost their two main cores, which is Akai and of course Jawhead. No more tanks for DD No Limit, as you can see. Angel just trying to kill one, but the thing is, there is a squad of Invictus God just trying to get all those heroes. Plus Kagura is right there as well. On that Hayabusa, just Cho trying to do as much as he can to finish this game. Hayabusa went in, but the damage is not enough. Kagura is there also. But the thing is, the core!
Oh man!
Now down, and Invictus Gods just winning with the sweep 2-0.
2-0 for Invictus Gods. DD No Limit. It's still gonna be 0 points for them.
Alright,
this was a good sort of a comeback for Invictus Gods. They were down by what, 6,000 in terms of gold, because all of their outer turrets